welcome to my food forest. Today we're going to pick some zucchinis and tomatoes and see what else we've got growing in the garden. So we'll start with picking some zucchinis. I only have one zucchini plant and I grew it from seed and put it straight in the ground, and it grew and it's done so well. It's given us so many zucchinis this season and they're so tasty as well. We've made zucchini slice and loads of other meals with them. And I've got a third zucchini here. Awesome. Happy with that. Just gonna pick some cherry guavas from our little tree here. It's such a good little tree. It's given us so many little fruits already. This is the first time it's fruited actually. And they're so tasty, these little cherry guavas. So I'm going through and I'm only picking the guavas that aren't too hard. So they want to be a little bit soft. That's when you know that they're ripe and ready to pick. These make such a nice little tasty treat. They're really yummy. If you haven't tried one before, I do recommend maybe trying it before you plant it. But if you can, otherwise, why not give it a go? It grows so fast. It's not even a year old, this tree, and it's already given us all of these fruit that you can see here. And you should be able to see how there's still so many green ones that haven't even ripened yet. So I'm going to have strawberry guavas coming for quite some time by the looks of it. And even if you don't necessarily like cherry guavas as a fruit, I find that the tree itself is quite a statement piece and really nice. It's got really glossy leaves. It always looks really healthy. It's foliage, and yeah, it's a bonus that this tree does produce fruit. So I recommend getting one if you've got the space to fit one. You can keep them trimmed pretty small as well, which is good. So I'm just picking some of the last ones now for today. There's still quite a lot of ones that are almost ready to eat on there, so I'll just come back in the next couple of days and check them again, and I'm sure I'll have a lot more ready to eat. So now we're going to pick some of my Roma tomatoes. These have been going crazy. I've had so many tomatoes. I think it is coming to the end now of the season and my plant is starting to die back a little bit. But hopefully I'll be able to get a few more fruits off of it over the coming weeks. And I must say, these tomatoes are just so tasty. They're sweet, not quite as sweet as a cherry tomato, but we've just been using them for everything. They taste way better than any tomato you'll ever buy in the shops, I can say that for sure. Here in Australia at the moment it's summertime, so we've been using these in a lot of salads and also on crackers and with a bit of salt. They're the perfect size for just doing little bite-sized pieces, and it's really good. And the birds have recently discovered these tomatoes as the only downside to them, so there's a few with bite marks and things in them, but I'm still getting plenty of tomatoes, so I'm happy to share a few with the birds. It doesn't bother me too much. So we might move on to the next plant now and just see what's on this one. This one seems to be doing a lot better, and I think it might even last a bit longer than that other tomato. This is another Roma tomato, and I can't say any reason why it's doing better, but for some reason it is. These ones were a little bit tricky to get. They're right in the middle of the plant, so I really have to get my hands down in there, but it's worth it. So I'm curious to hear from you guys. What's your favourite type of tomato to grow? I'm looking to try a few new varieties next, but I want to hear what's some good ones before I go and plant any. So leave a comment and let me know what's your favourite type of tomato to grow. So we've picked a fair few here now, but I think we've got a few more that I can pick. At the moment I've had to be picking the tomatoes every 2 or 3 days just because there's been so many, but now that it's slowing down a little bit I might be able to push it a bit longer, but we'll see. And the only problem I have with tomatoes is there's just too many to know what to do with them. So if you've got any suggestions on recipes, please let me know in the comments, and I'd love to try some recipes that you might use your tomatoes for. And here's all the tomatoes we picked. Not bad for one day's effort. And here's everything we picked this afternoon. Thanks so much for watching everyone, and we'll see you guys in the next video.